Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the Theta Communications YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over a post on the Theta Labs Medium page discussing advanced AI compute infrastructure, as well as some of the research Jieyi's been doing with some of the academics and professors that have supported the Theta Network. Greatly appreciate all of your guys' work. It's amazing to see how far and how many patents have been processed through. Just insane. So what I really want to highlight before we dive into things is where Theta Network is at currently, and then what all this means going forward, right? So currently, we are earning inflationary reward, right? Through Guardian nodes, validator nodes, and elite edge nodes, right? They pay out in T-Fuel, and currently those are acting as the economic driving force to start the engine, right? So if we take an engine here, right, those inflationary rewards are the necessary force applied to the engine, right, to jumpstart everything and all the processes going on. But really what is essential for Theta to be successful is jobs actually getting processed through the network, right? And actually the hardware actually being utilized for that job capacity, right? The jobs are represented as the fuel, right? That initial force, right? Inflationary mechanism is the teaser. It's just to get the engine going. And then the jobs will carry this thing forward as it takes spark and fires, right? And once that engine gets going, the inflationary reward, potentially down the line, we could even lower or change or create burn mechanisms. There's a whole bunch that we can do going forward. We are not there yet, but this Medium article sets the stage for the model, the payouts, organization, especially with GPUs. I think GPU use in these AI models is going to be we're already seeing it with this NVIDIA conference here, is that all eyes are on NVIDIA right now, especially as we're trying to process compute, figure out how to organize all of this data, right, so that everyone gets paid out the right way, and every single one of these underlined pieces here brings you to some of the research pages, and you can read deeper into some of the stuff that they've been working on, but mainly the tree of thought framework, figuring out a way that everyone is compensated through this process, right? Elite edge nodes are compensated. Also, this is a huge piece right here, is the privacy protection. When I first started and digging into providing compute, or even let's go back to torrenting, right? The question always came back was, okay, if you're providing compute, are you liable for any, questionable compute job that has gone through? And always I had thought that a zero knowledge practice was the best way forward, because then the person who's providing the compute, they technically do not have to know or have to be fed through the data, and the data doesn't have to be expounded to anyone else, right? And that's necessary because a person who's running compute or hardware should not be liable for the stuff that's pushed through, right? And privacy is of the utmost importance. It's the base layer. All the work that the guys over at Zcash did with zero knowledge proofs, amazing stuff. And keeping that data secure is essential for those models going forward. Malicious behavior, preventing any damage that could be done to any of these models, right? A good example of this is if something is getting processed and half the hardware goes down, how does the model how do we continue moving that thing forward? And how is compensation either slashed or walked back? These are some things that I've thought about as we move deeper into this, and we're going to find out more once we start processing more jobs, right? So creating this marketplace, assessing contributions, detecting the outliers, mention zero knowledge proofs again. This is all about integrity and moving everything forward. So the marketplace is going to be the backbone, and getting people involved in that marketplace, kind of like the Airbnb of data, is really what we're going for here. At least from our viewpoint in Theta Communications, is we're trying to set everything up and navigate the waters of what Theta Labs is looking for. And so we're really excited to see what Jieyi and the entire team is building out. So highly recommend you go read this here. It's been great to see more traction, more movement from the Theta Labs team. Looking forward to building out further and expanding our elite edge node network. So, and of course, if you have extra T fuel, we greatly appreciate any stake to our elite edge nodes. I believe we still have, I think, like 80 that are still open here. So if you have any extra T fuel, Theta, we greatly appreciate that. That will help us set up and prepare, especially for the coming GPU need, right? A lot of this is going to cost a lot of money, and we're going to do our best to navigate the waters for you guys and to keep the network moving forward. So go read this thing. Greatly appreciate all the work, Mitch, Jieyi, the researchers, academics, and we look forward to seeing you all on T Fuel Island. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.